Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining. So, this is the first time that I've attempted to do this style, and I started off with freshly washed hair, and I also did a retwist. As you can see, my roots look very clean, I'll say. You can see my parts, but as you can see, I already started the lock petal process, and I decided to just record the rest to show you guys how I achieved the style. So stay tuned. In order to achieve this lock petal bob, I basically use these plastic rubber bands, and I like using these other than the rubber bands because these don't seem to pull out my hair as much and as easy. So I just simply take my lock and fold it upward to the length that I want. And because I have loose curly ends, I actually just take the end and just wrap it around the top of my lock. And then I use the plastic rubber band to pull my lock petal through about 3 or 4 times until the rubber band feels secure enough for me to let it go. Now, to be honest, this process does take some getting used to. But once I did it a few times, I was able to find my grooves. If you were to give this style a try, you'll find that pulling the whole petal through at once each time that you try to loop it through the rubber band seems to be the best way to go about installing the petals. So now I just take the next lock, fold it upward, wrap the ends around the top of the lock, not too close to the root, and then proceed to put the rubber band on and pull the lock petal through about 3 or 4 times, depending on the size of the rubber band. Through my experience of installing these lock pedals, I do not recommend that you loop your lock pedal through the rubber band 3 and 4 times. If you can use rubber bands that are smaller so that you can only have to loop it through maybe twice, 3 times the max, I think it'll really help to make the takedown process a lot easier. I actually had to use scissors and it was very tedious removing these rubber bands from my locks. So now, as you can see, I'm doing the front of my locks and I'm trying to be very gentle because I know that around my hairline, my hair is very delicate. I love the way this is coming out. It looks so cute. I do have this cowrie shell on my lock and I like having it there. So instead of completely removing it, I just undid the rubber band a little bit and just slid the rubber band up my lock so that the shell can hang from more of the bottom of my lock once it was folded up to become a lock petal. And I just wanted to show you guys that you can still adorn your locks while you wear your locks in a particular hairstyle. This is a perfect example of that. My arms are so tired, but I'm determined to finish this style tonight. As you can see, a lot of the end of my lock where the loose hair is kind of sticking out a bit. So instead of starting that lock petal over, I decided to just try to move the rubber band up my lock just a little bit to help hold that loose hair down, but that didn't really work. So I just left it alone because I figured that the locks that will lay on top will pretty much camouflage that section anyway. So I just wanted to take a moment to show you guys the locks in the very front of my hair. So as you can see, it looks like a box braid in the front, and that's because I actually took the loose hairs that came out of my lock over time. I braided them in with my lock. So one of my subscribers had actually recommended that I try that method since I'm not totally comfortable with interlocking and since my retwists in the front don't stay. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted as to how those locks change and progress over time. But so far, to be honest, I really do like it. I feel like I don't have to retwist those locks as often anymore because the loose hairs are braided into the lock. So I really needed a water break. I have been trying to drink 1 gallon of water per day. Some days are better than others, but either way, this helps to keep me on track and to help me to realize exactly how much water I had ingested for the day. And I purchased it from Amazon. I'll be sure to provide you guys with the link in the description box below. So as you can see, it's coming along, but my arms are feeling really strong right now. I've been at it for almost an hour, so I just have a little section left. So in my opinion, the best way to keep the locks that haven't been worked on out of the way is to just put them on top of your head using a hair scrunchie and put them into a loose bun. This way you can just pull one lock out at a time without disturbing the rest of the bun. Isn't that style super cute? Excuse me, sir. Yeah.
Hi, Nana. Hi, Nana.
Say hi.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go.
Bye-bye.
I might actually try that next time, the asymmetrical bob. It looks really cute. So at this point, I was really trying to decide what I wanted the overall position of my lock petals to be. I knew that I didn't want them all just hanging down flat around my head. As I was approaching the middle in the front of my head, that's when I decided to try to gather up some of the hair from the right side. You can see I'm just playing around with the position of those locks on that side. And to be honest, this gave me a hard time because my hair isn't that thick. And I tried to do a cornrow and that didn't look right. And then I tried to just do like a flat twist out of the locks and that didn't look right. It just looked really fuzzy and undefined. And then I decided to do a very simple 2-strand twist out of the locks and then put them all in a rubber band, almost like a rubber band ponytail. And then from there, took the locks that were in that ponytail and created lock petals with them. I found this to be the best looking way and the easiest way to actually get my locks to lay relatively flat to my scalp and to stay in place. I did also add a couple of straight pins to a couple of those lock petals at the top just to keep them in the position that I wanted them in, because without the hairpins, they were flopping all over the place. Now, if you decide to try this style, you don't need to feel pressured to pull some of your locks away from your face. This was just my personal preference and I liked how it turned out. So I would probably do it this way again. So now I'm just playing around with the petals to get them in the position that I think looks the best. And as you can see, I am all done installing the lock petals. I absolutely love this style. It feels so nice. And I love the volume that it gives my locks. It's just like a whole new hairstyle for me, something that I'm definitely not used to having. Okay, so I know you guys didn't think that I was going to leave my baby hairs looking like this. So I tried out this Head and Shoulders shaping pomade and it smells really nice. It's supposed to be scalp friendly. And you guys, I have used this a number of times and it has not caused any irritation, any breakouts, any seborrheic dermatitis flare-ups, none of that. I actually really do like this product and I recommend this, especially for people that are very sensitive to hair products and have scalp issues. I'll provide the link to that shaping pomade in the description box below. I did order that from Amazon a couple of months ago and I've used it a few times and I just wanted to make sure that I was in love with it before I presented it to you guys. So I'm going to be honest with you, and I've told you guys this before, I am not the best at doing baby hairs. That's just not my thing. I'm not that good at it. And as you watch, I completely struggle through this. But hey, I got the hair to lay down as best as possible, and that was my main goal. I think to make my life a little easier, I should have just taken those hairs and retwisted them into the locks, but I didn't. So here I am struggling to do baby hairs. All right, so you guys can see that the whole baby hair fiasco was a fail. Now I'm just putting on my satin strip scarf and I'm just laying that over my hairline to help lay those baby hairs down and allow them to set into place. And as you guys can see, now that it's removed, my hair is laid down and it looks much fresher than it did earlier. And I'm not quite sure what happened in this little section here, but hey, you guys already know the deal. So these are my lock petals. I absolutely love them. My hair feels so lightweight. I love how fluffy it looks. And I actually wore my hair like this for about a week and I loved it. Being able to sleep without laying on my locks and being able to just do everything and not have to worry about getting my locks out of my way. This style was really, really great for that. And I feel like you can definitely wear this style for like special occasions and it works. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.